Hey everyone, this is Deepak and hope you are doing well. Listen, as I promised on my LinkedIn post here, that as soon as the vote is complete on LinkedIn, I will do a short video to share insight on how we were able to generate over 200 appointments and got over 50 clients in 2021. So let me just quickly walk you through like what I discovered in the poll. So I did two poll, which was the LinkedIn vote, and the first one was a generic question, and I asked, how do you plan to use social media tools to grow your business? And this was a question that I specifically asked to financial advisors because that is the group of people that we work with and we have the most knowledge on. And the options were, I plan to use LinkedIn, plan to use Facebook, I plan to use other platforms, and then the last one was, I will not use social media. So 70% people said that they plan to use LinkedIn, which is amazing. 10% plan to use Facebook, 5% other platform, and 15% people don't plan to use social media. So that was like very interesting to see that LinkedIn is still an important platform. And we continue to see that, and we are very optimistic about LinkedIn in 2022. In 2021, we did see people having challenges on LinkedIn, and I'll talk about that. And then the other vote that I did was more around clients, because again, we all say that LinkedIn is a business platform. So here we go. So the question I asked was, how many clients did you gain from LinkedIn in 2021? And the options were, I got none, I got less than 10, between 10 and 50, and the fourth option was over 50 clients. So 43% of people, and there are about 58 vote here, and the last one was 20. So almost 43% people did not get any client from LinkedIn. 26% people got less than 10 clients. And this is the entire year of 2021. Between 10 and 50, we had about 24%, which is impressive. And then only 7% people had more client than 50, which is where we fall as a company. So let's talk about, if you look into this vote, essentially almost 70% of people on LinkedIn are not getting clients, like more than 10 clients. In fact, 43% people got no client. So we have a lot of people, like 70% people who are trying to use LinkedIn, and most people are struggling to get client. So let me just quickly walk you through this in this video and share with you as to what we have found to be an effective strategy. And my goal is to help you understand what is working on LinkedIn. And I have been a user of LinkedIn for the last 3 years, and we have consistently done really well with LinkedIn. So last year we did about 220 or so proper appointments, and of that we got about 53 clients. Now LinkedIn is one of our sources, okay? We have other methods that we also put a lot of energy. So I believe that we could have got more clients from LinkedIn last year, but we had a lot of other projects on the go that took some time away from LinkedIn. So had we done everything that we know how to do, I think we could have got like 80 to 90 clients. So 53 for us was like not extremely good, but it's still a decent amount of client that we did get. So here's what we learned in our process. And again, I teach this to financial advisors. So if you are a financial advisor and if you want to get help, then reach out to us and let's schedule a time. You can click the link below and schedule a time to speak with my team, and we can walk you through our process and see how this could work for you as well. So let's talk about the first and the most important thing. Most people use Sales Navigator search, which is an extremely important search and a very good feature. Now, the search itself have a lot of criteria like years of experience. You can select companies, you can select past companies, you can select groups, and so on and so forth, right? So I see that most people use these features incorrectly. So what we found last year was we didn't start our search on LinkedIn. So we went back to our CRM system and we looked into the kinds of client that we were getting and the traction that we were getting. And it then boiled down to two criteria. Number one, company, and number two, years of experience. So then when we came to Sales Navigator, we narrowed our search into a specific company and specific years of experience. And almost, I think in 2021, we targeted like 3 companies in total, pretty much. We may have tried few companies for like a bit here and there, but almost like 90% of our emphasis and focus was on that. So the point and the tip that I want to give you is take a look at your existing clients and try to find a criteria that you can apply on LinkedIn. And that is a really powerful tool to do that. And if you don't have clients, then obviously try to speak with other people, like other senior members in your company, like your mentor, your coaches, your colleagues that have been in the company who have client, and try to see what kinds of client they have been getting, and then you try to find those people. So that's point number 1. And then the next step comes in, you send them the invitations, and obviously that's the easy part. You should be getting at least 20 to 25% acceptance rate. And now, after that comes the big hole. This is where everybody falls, to my knowledge, which means once they connect with you, you have to send them a message. And most people have tried different message formats and everything. And one thing that we have seen consistently work is when you lead in with a good question. And in our business, we ask very simple questions. And for financial advisors, we recommend asking a very simple questions as well, because when you ask a simple question, you are now trying to get people to engage with you. And after that comes the most important part, which is how can you drive conversation that leads to a meeting. Now I can't cover that part in this video because there is real psychology in terms of driving a human conversation that leads somebody to jump onto a phone call and have a meeting. I have this method that I created called the conversation stream, which is a human way of having conversation. That continued to be one of the most important things that led to all the appointments. So your ability to drive that conversation is going to be the most important thing. And the third thing that we found again as beneficial is most people, when you send them a message, will not reply. Or some people who will reply will again go quiet. So having a system, which unfortunately you can't do on LinkedIn or even Sales Navigator, having a system where you can segment and follow up with people becomes extremely important. And we don't use any automation tool to do any of this thing. We have been kind of having a process that we have created that we use, and we were able to stay on top of all the people. So those were like the 3 things. So those were the 3 things that led to most of the meetings that we had, almost like literally 99%. We do a little bit of content on LinkedIn, and that may drive some results, but most of the meeting comes from your targeted actions of finding people, having conversations and then driving appointments. And that's what we did, and that's how we got over 50 clients. And this year we plan to get a lot more than that. So again, I hope this helps, and again, thanks for doing the vote, and please engage on the future one, because I'll be able to do a video like this and share what we are learning in our process. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.